Alright peeps, what are we doing? What's shaking with you? And why am I releasing 2 videos in one day? That's a good question. What you see in the background, my fine four-fended friends, is a clip. And what is a clip? It is a short piece of a long movie. And yes, I got into something with my guild last night. And not like in a bad way. Wait, that came out wrong. They were looking to do a quick toes last night, and cool, you know, they needed a deeps with a heals OS, so I was debating between Prat and Set. Prat good deep, shitty heaps, and Set good heap, shitty deeps, so we ended up going with Prat. They know my tunes, we've played together before, it's nothing new, and, you know, I was with Skull, my brother from another mother, and, yeah, and Skull is, what did he? He ranked 16th at a Monks on Horadon, like, a week ago. So yeah, needless to say, he can, yeah, 46 stacks. Did you see that real quick? Did you see that 46 stacks of idiocy right there? We are on the short bus report here. And yes, this is what this video is about. It is about Scott Baio on the US Thrall server from the Descent Guild. That is a picture of him right there. You see him? Looks like he knows how to play. He doesn't know ass about ass, alright? 46 stacks. What are we looking at right now? We're looking at, me. 14 stacks, and I go to clear them. 12 to 15 stacks, people. 32 stacks for Scott Baio. Thanks, dick. But yes, he has a 490-something item level. And this ass doesn't know how to clear stacks. So we'll go over and we'll take a look. What are we doing now? We're zooming in. Maybe he'll clear his stacks. But I have a feeling he won't, so we're just going to gradually pan to the right. And since this is rendering as we're talking, there will probably be another audio discrepancy. I've been having them lately when I'm rendering, downloading, copying. I'm doing like 700 things with my computer right now. And the screw-up of the audio just drives me nuts. But anywho, that is not what this is about. This is about Scott Baio. If you see him coming into your BGs or your pugs, 46 stacks for the love of Christ! Alright, anyway. If you see him coming into your pugs, dude, first of all, make sure he's glyphed. Because last night he wasn't, and this morning he is. Okay. But, we all had a good laugh with this. And this is him. This is him right there. That's what he looks like. You would look at that as somebody who was going to pug and say, alright, you know, shit, yeah, let's take that guy, you know, 497 Hunter, he's gotta be good. He's gotta be glyphed. Nobody even looks at glyphs anymore, are you kidding me? Oh, man. Oh, Scott Baio. What is playing in the background now? It is something just to fill the time. The last time I just recorded this, it ran about 10 minutes of me ranting about this guy. And, yes, so what do we have in the background? We have my DK doing his solo of Storm Stout Brewery. Woohoo! Awesome. I knew I'd work it in somewhere, I just didn't know it would be here or today. All I'm going to do is render this and throw it up immediately. We are not going to queue it. Shit, I might not even monetize this son of a bitch, just so you all can watch it on every platform across every genre. It should be shown in the homes. It should be shown, this video, right, should be shown before you play WoW. It should, and it should say, don't be that guy. And what guy exactly do you not want to be? You don't want to be Scott Baio. For half a dozen reasons, never mind this particular hunter in general. But yes. We all had a good laugh. The best part of this is he got the ring off the Protector's Elite. Cool. Dude, we're all happy for you. Trust me, you need it. And if we could have given you more gear, trust me, we would have, because at least you could have put out a little more deeps before you fell over and died instantly, thinking this was LFR and you could just stand around and be healed with your thumb in your ass. But anywho, yes, he actually rage quit. Rage quit, you say? Who rage quits in a 10-man? It's not like we're doing progression, we're doing a toes. Now let me explain to you why he rage quit. We go and do Leishi, and as a hunter, part of his job was to keep one ad CC. As a hunter, that's not complicated. Nope, not too complicated at all. You either use your Wyvern Sting, use your trap. If your trap doesn't work, use your Wyvern Sting. Use it. So we noticed that the gentleman in question did not use his Wyvern Sting, so we simply brought it up after the wipe. Because, yeah, priests are badass tanks, by the way, but not that good. Like, no. Anywho, yeah, my dispersion was on cooldown, or else I could have made it just a little bit more. Anyway, but, yeah, so we just reminded him, hey, you know, switch to Wyvern Sting, and then, you know, we're checking out his glyphs, and now we're, like, paying attention to this guy, because we're like, what the fuck? You know, you're not gonna CC an ad, and, alright, cool, alright. But, yeah, so he's like, well, how do I do that? What, excuse me? I'm sorry, what did you say? How do you change your talents and glyphs? Alright, now when I make these little videos sometimes, well, I'm starting to anyway, like with the Holy Powie, I can pretty much put up a blurb of 5 things and just say, do this in this order, and you'll be fine. I think Scott needs a more, I don't know, elementary approach, as it were. Oh, holy shit, the DK volume just kicked on. Oh, wow, are we gonna edit that out? Ew. Alright, anyway, so now we're watching the DK video. It was quasi-rendering, because I had already rendered it once. Anywho, yeah, but I think he needs a more elementary level of please push Holy Shock on cooldown. Alright, so let me explain to you, how do you change your talents, Scott? Since you seemed a little confused yesterday, should I log into WoW for this? Should I, folks? You can't see what I'm doing right now. All you're watching is a 4x speed DK soloing some shit on Heroic. Woot! But anyway, how do you change your talents? You make sure you have a Tome of the Clear Bind. And you can do one of 2 things. You can right-click on it, which will pop up a little box on your screen and say, do you want to remove this? And if you click yes, and by click yes, let me break it down even more since you seem, I don't know, special. How do you click? You move your mouse, depending on its position to the box. If it is north of your position, and what is north? North is up. Think sky, Scott. If you want to look at the sky, where do you look? You look up. You tilt your head back. Good job. Now that we've established direction for you, so now you want to move your mouse in that direction. And how do you move your mouse in that direction? You can do one of 2 things. You can do many things to move your mouse, actually. If you wanted to grab a stick and poke your mouse, and if the mouse moved towards the monitor, typically, that would be up. That would be. Now, let's say you're a germaphobe. I don't know, perhaps. So you wanted to use a stick, but you wanted to be safe. So get a glove, use a stick, push your mouse. Alright, once you get the mouse, the pointer, on your screen over the yes button, I want you to depress or press the left mouse button. Now what is left? Scott, do you know where your heart is? Do you? Do you know lefty loosey righty tighty? Do you? But we're gonna break this down even more for you, Scott, because not only is this channel here to make fun of you, and anyone who that we happen to run into while we're recording, actually. Yes, we're also here to help, because only by helping bad players can you make them better. So, how do we click it now? This is scary. This is the big moment where you remove that talent. This is it. It all works up to this, Scott. So what do? You're looking at that mouse. I know I'm looking at mine right now. Is everybody else looking at theirs? The mouse button has 2 sides, left and right. Whoa. On this particular Naga, the left side is denoted to me. I know my left from my right, first of all. But there are 2 little buttons to the left of the left mouse button. So if you do have a Naga, Scott, that side. Now, you see that? You just push that down. And how do you push it down? How do you push it down? I want you to take that stick, Scott. Take that stick. And I want you to place it over the mouse button with that glove in your hand. I do. I want you to do it. And I want you to stab it. Now, how do you stab it? I want you to make a downward motion. Not the sky, Scott. Not the sky. The other way. The other way. We're all bad WoW players. Go look down, look down, look down. Alright, good job. Now I want you to point the stick in the direction you're looking. Now, if you're looking at the screen, and you just poked a hole in your screen, you're fired. You're fired, Scott. Look down again. Look down, Scott. and I want you to depress that stick into your mouse, and you have just cleared your talent. I'm very proud of you. I'd like everybody to give this man a round of applause for clearing his talent and not bouncing on the raid. But, Scott, thank you. You have been a great participant unwillingly and unknowingly in my channel. And I thank you. And my guildies thank you. And everybody in that group thanks you last night. We had many a laugh at your expense. And to be honest, I am still laughing today. You can hear me laughing today. Because that shit was so funny. You run into dumb shit in WoW all the time. And some of that dumb shit brings us all a little close together. You made 9 other people a stronger bond last night, and we thank you for that. But please don't ever ask to join our pug again, please. Anybody from the Descent Guild now will be fully scrutinized before entering. And our person in charge of recruiting that gentleman, we're going to double check your choices next time. So I will not throw him under the bus. I give him enough shit in guild chat, and so does everybody else. But that is Scott Baio. This is the DK solo, don't worry. It ends at the 4 guys. I think if I had done the anti-magic zone at the end, instead of switching talents, hey, maybe I should have taken my own advice. But yeah, if I did the AMZ and switched that out, I probably could have survived. It was the, it was their magic damage that was killing me. And yeah, but not too shabby. Heroic, 480 item level. Got all the way up to those guys. Cool beans. Hey, if you guys are doing the same thing, you guys are just pushing your character to the limit, seeing what you can get away with. I like doing that stuff, especially on a tank, one, because it makes you very aware of your cooldowns, and it forces you to make a rotation. It does. If I blew all my cooldowns at once, I probably would not have made it that far. Why is that a good thing? Why is that a bad thing? Well, because if you really want to get into serious progression raiding, you should probably know what your buttons do, and probably figure out a rotation for that. But this is almost over, so thank you to you guys. Thank you to my guildies last night for inviting me on the run, knowing that my heals were, you know, shit, but my deeps was quasi-good, depending. And screw you, Droner, for, yeah, for anything, actually, because, yes, because you're Droner. No, I'm just kidding. Crazy deeps on the mage, by the way. And thank you all,